You know how this works. Send us your pickleball videos. Alex and I will break them down. We'll learn a little, laugh a little, and all get a whole lot better. This is Pickleball Breakdown. All right, let me get this set up. This comes to us from Kevin in Knoxville, Tennessee. Thanks for sending in this video, Kevin. First of all, I love this facility. It looks awesome. I really wish we had something like this in Seattle. If anybody in Seattle is listening that wants to build us something like this.
Well, we can just play outside.
Yeah, year round.
Yeah, we have like 3 nice weeks of weather.
We've got Todd and Brian there on the far side and Kevin and Mike on the near side. I even like the garage doors that you can open. It just looks like a really cool facility. Anyway, shall we watch this play?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is Kevin with the white hat on the left-hand side near court. Here's what's coming at Kevin, right? Now your brain is already thinking, what choices do I have, right?
Right.
And it's coming with a little bit of topspin, maybe just a little bit of topspin, if anything.
Right.
Definitely not backspin.
How can you tell?
Just because the way he swung at the ball.
Low to high.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, low to high. I think what you told me earlier, if I remember this right, I hope I do, because then I would fail the test, is that if you're going to drive a ball, you want one with a little bit of backspin on it.
It helps. It'll help keep you in the court and keep your ball down. Give it some nice action.
Yeah. So he's got a ball with topspin coming at him, and he's going to drive it or drop it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are your two choices.
Or the infamous third shot lob.
The third shot lob, which
My personal favorite.
Which we all love. All right. Can I read your mind?
Probably not.
With the top spin, with the top spin coming,
Yeah.
it's going to drop just about mid-court.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing the mind of Alex Fox says to dink this ball into the odd court on the other side.
You could certainly do that. I would probably drive it though.
Oh my God! Who are you? I don't know you at all.
I'm a complete mystery.
Okay, all right. Really? So you are going to drive this? Well, then you and
a
Kevin
ball mid-court. It's got topspin, so no, it's not going to help keep my ball down.
Okay.
But it's going to have a nice bounce to it. It's going to bounce up, so it's going to sit up high for me. And it's mid-court, and I got a guy moving that's right across from me. Where Kevin goes wrong is that he drives it at the up person, Brian, rather than going to the moving target.
Yeah.
So I would have kept that ball in front of me. I don't disagree with the drive, but maybe just move it a couple clicks to the left.
I don't disagree with the drive either, because there's no wrong answer in pickleball.
We've talked about this. There absolutely is. You do the wrong answer a lot. Should we pull out some footage?
So you're right. So you can drive or drop here, which is fine.
Sure.
And he chooses to drive, but he chose to drive to Brian. And then he makes another mistake in my mind. As he goes in for this, he goes way in on this. So he hit that drive to the guy that was as ready to hit that back to him as possible. Mistake number one. Mistake number two, even though, Kevin, there's no wrong answers in pickleball, is that he charged into it like he was hitting a drop shot, I thought. So, and then he ends up in this position here where, look, he does a really good job of getting that ball back, but that's not good form.
It's not set up for success.
That is not.
Yeah, he's gonna have to grind it out from this point on.
I don't even know.
So, but what should happen here though is your partner, the one who's not driving the ball, should be up a little bit ahead of the person that is driving the ball. That way you can set up the
drive and poach.
The shake and bake.
Yeah.
The shake and bake, right?
We have a whole episode named the drive and poach.
But if you look at here, that's reversed right now.
Yeah.
Kevin came in a little too aggressively on that one. What you want to do, that you want to keep your momentum flowing, so if you generate a pop-up, you can close on it and you're not just letting that ball bounce and playing something really passive. But you don't come in attacking like that, like full speed ahead. You just keep your momentum gathered and going in that direction.
Let's rewind just a little bit and watch Mike off ball, who is a spectator in this, right after the serve.
Either way, regardless of what Kevin decides to do here,
Mike
Mike needs to be a little more aggressive. He's playing back and just waiting to see, and like you said, being a spectator, Mike should be ahead of Kevin regardless if it's a drop or a drive. If you're the person who is the spectator on the third ball opportunity, you want to get up there and create chaos for the opponent. You want to get up there and cause some problems and be disruptive. You don't want to just sit back and give them all kinds of options.
I worry about the opposite of that happening, of creeping up too much and then becoming a target. If like, say he went for like the drive, they're just going to block there. But say it's a drop shot attempt that ends up too high, and then Mike is a sitting duck.
Right, and that's why you got to be constantly evaluating and processing the quality of that drop or drive. But if you're watching, I'll just have to demonstrate it. On this third shot scenario, ball's coming to you, right? So I see that you're going to be able to take it. You're going to be there. As soon as I see it's not coming to me, I'm going to be looking at you to see what you're doing and kind of, and also seeing my opponents and what they're doing. But as soon as you go to hit your drop, I'm going to be shuffling like this and looking for the quality of your shot. I'm assessing. I'm assessing. It's high. I pull back. And then I'm here and I'm ready for defense. Or, okay, it's good. And I'm here.
Okay, all right.
So I'm there quicker. So see how I'm just a little bit ahead of you because I don't have to worry about hitting the shot. You do.
Yeah, right.
So I'm not going to waste my time with, let's just...
let's see what... Or stay back there and wait to see what happens. You're being more... Proactive,
yep.
yeah, okay. What do you see all too often as a bad habit then?
I see this. With no consideration of the quality of shot from their partner, and I also see this, which is what
Mike was doing.
But even I see this on a good drop. Even people don't take advantage of it, and you got to remember, like the whole purpose of the third shot drop is to follow in behind it.
Yeah.
So why bother hitting a good one and spend time drilling it if you're just going to watch it and not do anything about it?
So I just want to bring this full circle and summarize. When you're off ball, you're not a spectator. You're watching, you're looking first of all at your partner, whatever kind of drive, drop, whatever kind of shot he puts in there, you're assessing your opportunity at that moment. And so if you are up and he doesn't hit a quality drop shot, you have got to say, I got to get back. You can't just stand there.
Right, you pump the brakes and you pull back a little bit. And that's where operating in the transition zone is so important, and it needs to be practiced. You got to get comfortable in the transition zone. You're going to be there a lot.
Let's move on to the next thing after that shot there. I'll just let you look to see what you see there.
Right there. So Todd makes an interesting shot selection, and I see this a lot. It's taking the ball off the short hop. So this is a typical fourth shot scenario. It's not the fourth shot, this is like the eighth shot or something like that. But point being, your opponents are trying to work their way in. You've already established yourself at the line. They're dropping, and you have some choices to make now. What Todd does here is he drop steps to take it off the bounce, but he takes off the short hop. So that's a really passive defensive shot when I think we'd all agree that they are clearly on offense right now. So he's like I say, punting on first down. What I would have liked to seen is him take that ball out of the air and roll them and keep him back. A short hop in this situation is really the last resort.
I'm trying to get a sense here from this. The ball doesn't land in the kitchen.
And that's kind of my rule of thumb. If it's going to land in the kitchen, then you can take it off the short hop as a last resort. I like drop stepping if it's going to land in the kitchen and taking it off the after it's apexed, and then hit it at their feet as they're approaching and crashing in, and try to make them hit one more difficult shot. So this is my philosophy on the fourth shot. Okay, so I'm up here, I'm the return team. Okay, so you serve to me, I'm returning it, following it in, I'm established here. Now what? So I have options depending on what you give me. This is assuming a good third shot drop. Okay, let's say it lands right there in the kitchen.
Yep.
I can either try to really extend myself and reach out and try to roll it there. That leaves you very susceptible to the poach.
Okay.
Because I love seeing that from my opponents. If they're fully committed like this, I can get a good read on that ball, cut across, and just ram it down their throat. Okay, so the second option, if you can't take it out of the air, is to take it off of the long hop, meaning let it bounce, apex, take a drop step, and simply just try to hit it at their feet. It doesn't need to be hard, doesn't need to be special. I see too many times, see the ball? Where players will let it bounce, step back, and try to crush it, and it ends up, you know, in the net or out or whatever. Doesn't need to be special. Hit it to the moving person's feet. Simple as that. The third and final option is taking the ball off of the short hop. The short hop is a very defensive shot, okay? It's not bad, there's a time and place for it. Here, I'm clearly established as being on offense, right? So I'm gonna try to hang on to that. So I'm not gonna just settle for a short hop, dink it, invite you in. I'm gonna make you hit one more difficult shot to earn every inch of this kitchen line.
All right, so what we saw Todd doing was that taking it off that short hop in this video.
Right, and he actually moved back in order to take it off the short hop. So it's landing outside the kitchen, and it landed like about right here, and he does that, and it floats up, and Kevin's able to, you know, start a firefight with that. So what he should have done if it's landing way back here is just hold your ground and take that out of the air and pin them back. Keep rolling it.
Because those two guys, Kevin and Mike, they were back. They were at the baseline.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So taking it off the short hop is just, it's punting, right? You're just not making them earn it.
Okay, this is what I want to talk about on this play, because this is the thing that stuck out to me. How far ahead should you plan? Because it seems to me like as these four guys go at it here, they all do a really good job of just getting a paddle on the ball without really thinking ahead of, I'm going to get this paddle on this ball, right? And they have some wild-looking shots at every step of the way.
It's reactionary.
It's all reactionary.
Right.
As a pro, how many shots do you hit with the sole purpose of setting up the next shot or the shot after that?
If you're on offense, you want to play shots that are going to keep you on offense. If you're on defense, you're looking for that neutralizing shot. You're looking to reset, to transfer that and get on offense, right? We can't just go straight from defense to offense unless there's a mistake made by our opponents, right?
And then when you're at the kitchen and you're dinking, that's when you are really trying to move your opponents around and give them different looks, right?
Right, but you're playing off your opponent too, so you can't say, okay, I'm going to dink here, dink there, dink there. I mean, you can, but your opponent has something to say about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can have that plan, but you got to be able to make adjustments on the fly.
So this isn't chess in the sense that I can look 10 moves ahead and I can set you up early in a point.
Well, I just lost to my 9-year-old at chess the other day, so I might not be the
You're
best.
You're not the right person to talk about that. Okay, but what you're saying is if it fits within your overall plan, because we've talked about this in the past too, have a plan when you're on the court. And that plan doesn't necessarily mean, hey, I'm going to hit it here to hit it there, but it's about, okay, when I'm in these situations, I'm looking for these key indicators.
100%.
Yeah.
Perfect.